everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I'm back with another process video that is me using up stuff from my stash. So if you saw my haul video from last month, you will know that I put together a couple of homemade kits using pattern papers and embellishments that were part of my stash. And I've already done a process video showing you how I used one of those kits. So this is the second kit that I had put together. And of course, I'm adding extra things from it. I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it to just what I had originally put together. But it was fun putting the kits together because I discovered a lot of things that I didn't realize that I had. And then as I'm, adding or figuring out what photos to use with these things and what are the layouts and actual placements of everything, then I'm going back through my stash again and picking out like embellishments or other pattern papers like this piece of cardstock to use as well. So anyway, I'll try to remember to link that haul video below so you can see the kits that I put together. And here's how I'm using this second kit. So this is something that I forgot that I had filmed until recently. And I'm like, oh, I don't think I did a process video for this. So I don't really remember like what I was doing or where the inspiration was coming from. This was filmed on a Friday, so I could have been watching a Chamel live. So it could be Chamel inspired, maybe a little bit. But whatever it is, it's a 12 by 12 layout and it's going to have one photo. And I'm using some paper strips, which actually like totally came in handy. I had thrown them into my kit and I was like, oh, I can just like, two of them were, I think, put together they were like a pattern paper of paper strips, if that makes sense. I want to say they were Paige Evans. So I just cut the two colors that I liked from that. And then I had a branding strip from another page that I used. And I'm showing you doing this because I don't normally, or I haven't cut out the centers of my papers in a long time. But since I'm trying to use, reuse, not waste things, and really use my stash in a responsible way, I cut out the center of that pattern paper so I can use that smaller square on something else. And then I took my cardstock and I just stuck it down right on top so it looks like it's framed that with the pink pattern paper. And that's just a great way to not waste so much of a pattern that you like. So I've got some other patterns here. I grabbed some yellow cardstock from my bag of yellow papers. I even organized my solid color cardstock into, the colors of the rainbow. They each have their own bag. So I'm just matting my photo on some of that yellow, using that up, which is really great. I'm going to ink the edges of that. This is a photo that is heavily washi taped over because it's a Girl Scouts photo. So I'm just trying to protect the privacy of, the people who were there. So there is a lot of washi tape covering their faces that will be removed before this goes into an album. So the photo is 4x6 and then I did the matting. These papers, again, they're just from my stash, so I don't know what size they are. I just kind of cut them and was like, let's layer them up. And then I created sort of a staggered layer of 3 pieces here with the 2 patterns and then the photo. Like all of this is totally random. But I kind of like that. I kind of like scrapbooking in that way because it just gets you creative and it gets you thinking like, how can I use things in a different way? How can I mix and match patterns and colors in a different way? So right now I'm cutting a little arrow piece that I'm going to pop up on the bottom there. It was originally like a rectangle, but I cut the edges so that it actually looked like a regular arrow. Before I go any further, adding in that, well, I'll just say I added in a phrase strip that I thought was kind of fitting because it's talking about, the Girl Scouts in my Girl Scouts troop and they do make me smile. They make my heart sing. And I thought that was also a little appropriate because we were talking about birds and we made birds' nests out of paper bags. So, birds sing, tweet, tweet, whatever. It was also green, and since there were greens in some of the pattern papers that I was using, I thought that was kind of fitting. So you can see I'm doing like pinks and greens. There's a little bit of like purple going on as well, but mainly like the pink and the green was what really was what really kind of set the color scheme for this page. And I even went through my embellishment stash and I found that little bird at the top. It's originally from a Doodlebug winter collection, but I was like, oh, this is perfect because we're doing bird's nests, so I'll use a bird on there. Before I go any further, I know I said that before, if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for coming back and watching this scrapbook process video. If you're new to the channel, I hope that you find this video inspiring, and let me know if you have any questions about things that you see me use, stuff that I do, or if you want to know more about putting together your own homemade kits, leave that in the comments below. And also consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more process videos. I have one that goes live every Tuesday, plus I participate in different hops and challenges throughout the month, so there's always something going on. I chose the word gather there since this was a gathering. And that was, again, something from my stash, very old American crafts. I've got, the little passport thing, I don't remember what collection that was originally from. It's from an old Chamel Best of Both Worlds kit. And then the little friends word, that's actually from the Doodlebug winter, I think it was the winter collection. I also had some stuff from a Halloween collection too. So like, again, just randomly picking stuff that has a theme, but I'm not using it for the theme. Stuff that doesn't have a theme, but it kind of goes because of the colors. It just always feels so good to be able to put things on a page instead of having them laying around or hanging around in whatever your embellishment storage is. So I've got a journaling spot sticker there, which I think is maybe Heidi Swap. Kind of don't remember. And then because that's where I'm going to put my journaling, I took this pen, which is from a school days collection or a school themed collection, and I just stuck that chipboard pen down because, well, why not? Some of the stuff that I put down I know is going to seem like really weird. I'm trying to see where I am in terms of embellishments. I do end up adding like a swan. Then there's a random doily. I just needed something else to kind of build that cluster out there a little bit. I popped up that yellow word, which I think was from a Keep It Simple Hello Adventure collection. But I just needed something a little bit extra. So the doily was out on my desk. I think it's the last doily I have. Those are from Doodlebug Designs. It was the last color of that doily that I have. And I'm like, let's just use it. Let's just get it over with, right? Oh, you know what? I don't add a swan to this. I think I thought I was going to. Maybe I'm thinking of a different layout. Anyway, but I've got a bunch of like other sticker words and sticker phrases going on down the bottom. So there's just like this row, this vertical row of embellishments along the right-hand side of the page, and then a cluster up at the left-hand side. So it's still working along the diagonal, which I always like to do. And I just love like layering things, especially layering things over the photos, layering up the embellishments. Yeah, so this was fun to put together, to find things that fit the color scheme, but that also fit the theme of the photo, like friends, photos, please, gather. So yeah, I had fun putting this one together, and I hope that this, like I said before, inspires you to shop your own stash and just like get creative and mixing and matching things. You can see the splatters of that Tim Holtz color. It's the lemonade color in these close-ups. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope that you have a great day and that you have some time to get some scrapbooking in. And again, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or you just want to say hi. I will see you guys next time. Bye.